Okay, I'm looking at now the C++ interview question, and this is a good resource that I found. There are around you can say around 100 to 150 questions here. So I'll quickly move to all of them. So I'll move to the first part. We are on page number 1. I'll start with the easier one. So what is function overloading and operator overloading? Function overloading, C++ enables several functions of the same name to be defined as long as functions have different set of parameters, at least as far as their types are concerned. The capacity is called function overloading. When overload function is called, C++ compiler selects the proper function by examining the number, type and order of the arguments in the call. Function overloading is commonly used to create several functions with the same name that perform similar tasks but on different data types. Operator overloading allows C++ operator to be redefined so that they work on objects for user defined classes. Operator overloading are syntactic sugar for equivalent function call. They perform a pleasant package that does not add anything fundamental to the language but can improve understanding and reduce maintenance cost. What is the difference between declaration and definition? A declaration tells the compiler that at some later point we plan to present the definition of declaration. Example, void start is a function declaration. The definition contains the actual implementation. Example, void star, this is a declaration and this is a function body. What are the advantages of inheritance? It permits code reusability. Reusability saves time in the program and development. It encourages the reuse of proven, debugged, high quality software, thus reducing programs after a system becomes functional. Write a function to reverse a linked list. Skip this one. What do you mean by inline function? The idea behind inline function is to insert the code of the called function at the point when the function is called. If done carefully, this can improve the application performance in exchange for increased compiler time and possibly, but not always, increase in size of the generated binary executable. Write a program that asks for user to input from 5 to 9 and then calculate the average. This is simple. Short code to print out odd numbers. This is simple. What is public, protected and private classes or accesses? So there are three accesses: public, private and protected, which are three access specifiers in C++. Public data members and member functional are accessible outside the class. Protected data functions are only available to the derived class. Private member cannot be accessed outside the class. However, there is an exception by using a friend class. Write a function to swap values of two number int and using pointer. Okay, what is virtual constructor and destructor? What are the advantages of inheritance? It permits code reusability, saves time, it can create. What is the difference between declaration? So this is a repeat of what is going on. What is the difference between array and list? Array is a collection of homogeneous elements. List is a collection of heterogeneous elements. Arrow memory allocates is static and continuous. List memory is dynamic and random. Array user need not to keep a track on the next memory allocation. List user track next allocation. Array user direct access sequential memory address. So that was one difference. Then you have multi-level and the C++ suppose multi-level and multiple inheritance. That's yes. What is template? Templates allow to create generic function that admit any data type and return value without having to overload the function with all possible data type. So until certain points they fulfill functionality of a macro. It is a prototype of the following ones. Template class define. What is constructor? What it is and how it might be called? So constructor is a member function of the class.